Good afternoon and welcome back to my messy workbench where I've changed microphones again, obviously, and I'm now using my Sennheiser gaming headset, the Game 1. I've basically been messing around with microphones and preamps, or one preamp and two microphones for a couple of days, and I'm kind of sick of it, and I thought I'd try this, which obviously looks a bit silly because it's a full headset, but it sounds a lot better and there's far less background noise. I'm not really sure why that is, if it's because it's a better quality microphone or because this one's designed to... I think this one has some sort of noise cancelling function, but basically I don't think it's background noise that's the issue. I think it's just background hiss from the equipment, because I read somewhere that background fans could cause a hissing noise. Well, I didn't really think it was that because the hiss that I was hearing sounded nothing like fans. It sounded just like electrical, white noise just picking up nothing, just background stuff. So I unplugged all my fans in my computer, apart from like the CPU fan, and I tried it, and it didn't really make any difference. The ambient noise went down a lot, but I still got the exact same hissing noise from the preamp. So clearly the high performance preamp that Silicon Chip designed is not really that high performance, or maybe it just has a crappy noise floor, I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of a bit of a bummer. I can't use that at all. The aperture lavalier microphone also has a useless preamp that makes just as much hiss. So basically, yeah, it's not really useful to me. I mean, it's neither of them work any good. The Genius one on a preamp, or the Aperture one on a preamp, or the Aperture one on its own preamp, they all just end up with far too much background hiss, and it's just really annoying and doesn't work. Anyway, this microphone has a completely different frequency profile. It's designed to cancel out background noise and pick up stuff while gaming, and not to be it's supposed to be designed for audio, designed for vocals. So I think the bass is far less, and it's got a weird sort of frequency response, so my voice probably sounds a whole lot worse than the other one, unfortunately, but there's no hiss on this one, so I think it's probably a better choice at the moment, because I don't really have anything else. I'm going to take the Aperture one back to the shop and maybe see if I can get something better. I'll tell them that I like this and see if they've got any suggestions for something that's similar that isn't a headset, because that's just kind of annoying. But for now, I guess I'll just wear this because it does seem to work a lot better than the other two. But anyway, to the actual main point of this. Just looking at some marks on my mat there. And to the main point of the video, or well, the other main point of the video, here's the little 74HC123 pulse stretcher circuit I designed and built and tested yesterday, and it's not in use because it blew up. And that's not surprising, because I forgot that the inverter I was connecting it to actually runs off 24 volts. Even though the signaling voltage is 3 volts, the power supply is 24. And CMOS chips can only handle about 16 to 18 volts, if you don't already know that. So yeah, it sort of cracked down the side and went pop, and now it smells like burnt silicon, and it doesn't work, which is not surprising. So I'm going to take a LM317 or something similar. I think an LM317 is probably pretty good because it can handle up to about, I think, 40 volts maybe, or is it 38? I don't know, 38 to 40 volts I think, which is plenty, I guess, compared to 24, and I can just adjust that and set some resistors and make it output 3 volts, and because this is just one CMOS chip, it's hardly going to use much current, so I don't think power dissipation is going to be much of an issue, even though it is a linear regulator. So hopefully that will work, and the circuit itself actually functions, and that will be round 2, where we test it out and see if it doesn't blow up this time. This microphone seems a lot better than the other two, so for now let's use this, and I'll try to find a lavalier mic that's better than the other two I've got, that has comparable performance to this one. But I don't know when that's going to happen, so for now I guess I'll just have to wear this thing and look a bit silly. But hey, being silly is nothing new here, so that's not really an issue, I guess. Anyway, see you next time.